me ba no so no eso mo so efa sa niama ni bi mu se ne dama bi onyi a otumi aka se obra wo hoyi no enye betesa. But should that really be the case? And then mensaka ye maamenum e wo fie ha ye ne omwedi nkomopen. I'm sure most of you are familiar with ye maame Benes Botche. Ono a senior officer gender and international affairs at the Minerals Commission here in Ghana. Sanso and yenia ba ko no so every a year the department and as a Ministry of Labor and Employment and pay omufia. But Benes Botche, it's been a while. Akwaba.
Junior. Yes, it's been a while, but well, I'm grateful today is here.
You
so
decided
how
to
have
abandon
you been?
your son.
No. I cannot.
But I'm happy say Nervous Day Waba at least. Nanka omo ombenya omunya she no omunya chocolate no nka medin eka ho. But Benes Abede will change things.
I am no question.
Charlotte Hansen, head of PR, Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Rev Akwaba.
Yena.
Yena. Fantastic. Okay. Yeja. That's the spirit. Yeja. Father figure. No, let me start with you, Auntie Charlotte. Now, you say over time, every government successively, Edinyama ego akwemu, so meshe na child labor yet to me ateso. And I say be ye free. For example, there's the special department, that's the gender ministry, Department of Children and Women, and there's also social welfare department, and also and then came the SDG goals. SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. Now, if you look at Goal 8, for example, it talks about eliminating child labor by 2025. 2024, February. Where are we headed? You bet to me, maybe I dream.
Yo, let's hear TF na. Obi bese, send your ubisano say 2025. Next year coming, you bet me achieve say a target na. Ukraine nyame nim ni. Obi bese Edin pa nenso so. Say ye nyina ye beka bom. Policy makers. If anything, asofo, imams, institutions, NGOs, obi bia or self-ata parents, including enkola teachers. Si nyina ye beka bom na ya bohu de rose. Child labor no edi ye nya na e was say ye jaya ye betumi aye. Ye betumi aye pa because bibi eni ho a nipa usu buka se wu ya untumi nye. Na usha senia feni say SDG goals na kano 8.7 or see ye nyina ye remove your children from child labor. It usha ama me nyina ka ho asem. Ekwa be fa so a ye betumi eliminate your children from child labor. Into Ghana say no ye de enyema bebre na ato akwan mu. Ni di kan and say ye member of ILO EDA, you're signing on to ILO conventions on.
That's the International Labour Organization.
Exactly. Now, Ebino FNSN Convention 138 and Convention 182. Convention 138 no and then no certain minimum FNSN ejuma say ubetumi aye ejuma at the age of 15. And now 138 near against FNSN child labor, worst forms of child labor. Into apart from sir, if anything legislative instrument here you're signing on to no. There was structures biswa ye dia tutu akwemu. Uko your districts. There were district child protection committees. And now face so ye were apart from district child protecting committees no yes also were committees bimwa were local levels. I say almost say you bet to me a free child labor. Apart from that, you were police institutions also. And a Ministry of the Interior. Omujina ekikahubia. Send a beya. Say bani say bia who say akolebi is engaged in child labor. Ubebo modiane wetihu ama yefeni say authorities no mutumi akobwa ni shim enkwalei a free child labor ya ye ka ho asem. Inti say ye nyina ye yire ye ho na ye ka se ade we ebedi ye nkola ne nyina because sane ye ka ne enkola yi ye daache se enne ye ntumi amoa ye nkola no ni enyi o mo enfiri sa child labor mo a ya nhwe yi no ye nkola no obedu bebi ye nya nkrofo kra ma mu nya adwuma
okay
ye ntumi nya president ye ntumi nya doctors ye ntumi nya titrifo even teachers e wo man mu a ombetumi aso oman ye chine bi a ye ba no.
Okay. Now just on the back of that, no, ILO regulation 138, no, I'm reading, stresses that national policies and plans should be provided for should provide for one, poverty alleviation and promotion of decent job for adults so that parents do not need to resort to child labor. Again, free and compulsory education and provision of vocational training. That's 2. 3, extension of social security and systems for birth registration and appropriate facilities for the protection of children and adolescents who work. So these are the provisions. Ghana, have we provided enough decent jobs for the parents, which in other words will prevent Omomba some child labor? From what you said, the figures you see. Yeah. Because some of the employment ministry,
yeah, it has to be brave. Social protection interventions, they be brave. It be a leap.
Okay.
It be a FQ. It be so a free SHS. These are all social interventions. Are abiding good kwem. Send a be a parent na say beta frache bet me and say bia muhune chiro and now you are engaged in poverty and I say you can say bia you have poverty in your house, so whether it is inherited, acquired by situation or generational, whichever way you call it.
No, come again. If the poverty is
acquired,
one,
it's situational, and I say it's generational.
Generational poverty.
Yes, there are people like that. You know, they acquired it, and sometimes maybe problem because of a situation.
Yeah, like the banking sector cleanup was a situation.
Exactly. So once it happens like that, then we'll say,
okay.
Government has at least put in place a lot of social protection interventions. And then I'm able to intino say ano. Ube was how say I didn't know say bita fracha wo parent. Say government to me design interventions in Bukwema. I didn't know parent won't take advantage of the social protection policies now bind their ban. Now ube still you allow your children to stay home. In
okay.
In Chaco because then Usha enrollment crack or through be because of that intervention and then kwala be bring time to if yes.
Remember Benis or na main bisa. Benis, what are some of the indicators? I can say akola with child labor and then mean to show say well A B C D E F G H are the indicators.
Thank you. So I'm afraid we're under 18. Emma medical school no. Be all day eton ade e wo kwan ho anase oboa ne maame wo shops ne bia hotel or any other place. The fact is abofra no that age na so all classroom.
Okay.
No sua ade. No ultimately participating in exams and other things. Abofra ni ho a we call that child labor.
Now what's it school hours?
School hours.
Now vacation so
vacation no. No. According to ILO, FNSA, legislations, no, there are some allowable hours children can work during vacation. Be watching over the store. Obiti me after shop no be 2 hours. Na akufi send a bear obiti me assignments ne other things. And now what concentrating on other things? They be a good deal because a child needs to develop. As so dear go. He must interact. And so and know his environment. And so we call vacation classes. So anytime be a bro so no you are engaging your child in labor. And then another one too is be a na esabofano school, but be a mamini niska and I say a unique intino ultimate fabofani enko school. If you can SHS, you see, I free senior high school yipo a Charlotte e ka ho asemi ebi ana obetimi de nako
but onye
scan two books ne sa anyoma no so what you say any child in that situation is deemed as a child in labor and say abofa ne bre anything that inhibits the child's development, the child's health, affects abofa no the health e bia or yare nso sika e de ne be call hospital no ayasem I know the NHIS has a limitation.
Yeah.
Into any sickness beyond like leukemia, if the child is anemic, those issues, the card will not be able to cater for. Into anything that hinders the child's development, that affects the child mentally, that affects the child's health, a child labor.
Okay, let me give you some figures. Now, globally, 79 million children. That's how devastating
it is.
79 million children are involved in hazardous activities. And then 1 in every 3 is involved in child labor. How is the Ghana situation like?
Okay. It's crazy. For me, on the field, it's better you don't even start talking about.
No, let's talk about
what
it.
Is on the field.
I get Minerals it. Commission.
Yes, Minerals
That's
Commission.
The figures.
Yes, now
and 70% of these are Nkola. The report says they are involved in agriculture.
Interventions on child labor started from the cocoa industry, and they've done quite a lot of work. I mean, we have several partners helping, alleviate.
But still, and yet enough.
Now the cocoa farms have become Galamsey site today. Yes, as a result of poverty and poor yields or unable to expand the cocoa farms. And so a lot of farmers have compromised their stance, right? So now this has allowed a lot of children to move into Galamsey. So a lot of them now, hey, don't wanna ediomo evra sa ejumadiem gala sa no mo fe no e na che say o ka bibia omuntie do na ebia me encounter am time wo hanka na show mo few pictures bi omo no che say omunya nkom be ko school enso e kom ma me ne papa e kom nti abofra no eso o timi ko gala ne kakra ansa na wa ko school nti schools ni bi kwa no headmasters
timofra ni bi ni
headmasters no any omo ehye so unim oda achinti omode akọ school yenim se komode ode yenso yeni sky bit hiding ade ahwe nti no de manage out of 5 days of school no choose 4 be school now one day no koye gala kakra gala so kwa de utimi nya 100 timi nya 200 nti no omode ahwe omo ho and interestingly dodo na aye
no she akola you cry okita shovel
yes we say onim ni oye. And children are
guy now will not come to them. It will still go to a mouth for no.
No, it's sad, but that is what is the case is. Duduana are unable to stop because parents, our phone nkasa eshomo say, oh, na kweku, and I won't call. Hey, and then the one kwa come bedi meal. Our phone be unfortunately.
Okay.
Because come
here. Charlotte, from where you also are. Minister of Employment and Labor Relations. No figures no mumu saying.
Okay, and me say me were figures akra wa ha. Na actually say I think 21.8 million. 21.8% of children are in child labor. And if any saying 14.2% are in the hazardous child labor. It's assembly de sanya wo kan no anu odin but apart from poverty no ebi susu ignorance
in this day and age
yes enu ntina ya fa to ye ho so se e wo se ye bohu deru
wow
and na say nyina so ye nim say ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Instead na mo ma emrani nyejuma when you know there's the law and people are ignorant about that na mo emrani nyejuma because emrani nyejuma ne so we pa ochina no we beka say asemesi aseme to di nti no so onkonye bio
emrani ye adwuma papa me no ka say minim say police for achiche nkrofo bi mu a ye fa ne say omo go through prosecution a ya fine omo
because near me from where I sit and what I've seen and it's more engaging in child prostitution penemrano any omudi omo maka nyina nam ho because even begging on the street is against the law, we know.
Oh, enya no crew. I agree. Say as for street, say be a can say can say ya chiche omo who are involved in
child prostitution. Any na me mati na me hu.
Oh, ewo pa.
Inti, can you tell us omo akoye maybe you have figures say be any right?
No figures ni dey ni ha. But your police for you ni omo ekabom as partners are. They have the figures.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
I will for prison.
Yes.
In child labor.
Child labor.
Ghana.
I think
that one is more on child kidnapping and then
trafficking.
Because a child labor pass a child for bizon buy child labor a child for. Oh Ghana.
At best no.
But there's a law. The child protection rights. The laws are there. That in any juma.
Juma.
Engineer wahi.
Juma.
Ya wahase yebebo who they will say. Laws no.
The laws are there. They are not working. So you are campaigning or creating awareness. Send a law. Yes. I want to understand.
Nininabi, ye create awareness. Say, I will follow. Obi bia or ye involved bia who say, akola ye engage in child labor no or who quine. So be to me a report it. Na ya chili pano aye den atum. Say the American ye won't for bebra. At least last year, I can't really quote the figure, but I know say there was some kind of records to the fact that ebimu yechi chi omo ema ye fine omo, you know, intino emrani de a year juma. It is only when you flout the law and now be who say emrano wo ho.
Emrani ye juma. Okwache parents na how can the abofra be catered for? That's another issue. So that's why the laws are not working.
A social welfare for are supposed to take care of that child until the parents are restored back.
Now, last year, just before we wrap up, last year, we launched the Ghana Accelerated Action Plan Against Child Labor.
Yeah.
Ghana Accelerated Action Plan Against Child Labor. Big brofo. How far so far? I got this saying.
Well, it is going well because in a long time now a lot of organizations were in denial of the issues being discussed, the child labor issue, child labor, forced labor, and other issues. But now, the partners do draw our back on board. Friend is saying, World Cocoa Foundation for say ICI, that is International Labor, ILO, International Labour Organization, quite a number of them, Fair Trade, a friend is saying, Rainforest Alliance, World Cocoa Foundation, for all of these have come on board to support with the fight against child labor. Omo the sika, omo the technical support, omo the nyoma be brainty, yani omo share every I think at least every quarter.
Okay.
Ye share mu a plan. Now, what they were planning, I want to say, they say we are integrating all aspects of child labor. Every child labor, you ever say cocoa, even though most of them are targeted towards cocoa industry, I feel they are supposed to look at both those in Kayaye, those in mining, that's Gala, and all other aspects.
Okay.
So on the approach, are holistic. Who caught field, who say Bufebia is in any compromised situation now, I report it to social welfare to take over.
Okay, Charlotte, let me pick your final comments now in fancy.
Can say child labor is with us. Yes, Obia to me can say child labor and koso. Nemum ye boy nyina akoko say Nyankopon de nkwala na ache and nkwala isu ye dachi. Enti no yesra ara say obi biara utie mi say we sofo, we imam, we politician. We are mammy, we are papa, we are school. But more dear say, Ube boa, ye and kola, a free Juma, demo, because a Jumana and kola de yeno. A one so swaye, a prevent it or more from a friend is saying, or more own development, so they don't be productive in life. Into the straw must say, so would ye, or more dear so beboa, na ye and colano. free child labor. Radin Shira Union.
And then chocolate day, Mr. Abofre bi abehu no traffic mu. Man chocolate be what? Share no do. Show that child love. We be sure.
I'm a child.
Yes, take your chocolates.
All right. So Bernice Boche is a senior officer, Gender International Affairs, Minerals Commission. Thank you very much for coming. And Charlotte Hansen, head of Public Relations, Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. I'm grateful that you could join us.
Thank you also for the opportunity.
I want to say that happy birthday to Joseph Asiedu Abuaje Ekofo. This is from your wife, Mary Asari Asiedu Abuaje Ekofo, and your daughter Akila Nana Ikuya Asiedu Abuaje. Happy birthday to you as we celebrate Chocolate Day. And this one too is from Sheikh Issa Taylor. He is the NDC parliamentary candidate for Takwa in Swayim. I want to say happy birthday to you. And for everybody who is not going to receive chocolate today, we wish you all the very best. Join the party, and especially to Alabama Gift Shop. I know you are the owner of the gift shop, but you're not going to receive any gift. So we wish you well. Peace Tete, I know you didn't receive anything. Emmanuel Asari, I know you also not receive anything. Hamama, you not get anything. That's Samuel Amweje, I know. Even Alice Granty of MCR, I know you get anything. All of us, let's put our clothes together and then ensure that we just smile. Because whether chocolate or no chocolate, we still there for. My name is Weston Heather Jume. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. Good morning.